Subscribe GA. Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Jordan's connection to Curtis and Portia is revealed by Zeke, and Carly won't allow Drew to give himself up for her. Spencer shows up for Curtis' party at the Metro Court pool with a gift. Curtis looks at him, but he accepts the present. It is a signed, limited edition portrait of the original Savoy in Harlem. Trina and Marshall gush about it. It's a thank you gift, according to Spencer, for saving him and his brother in Greenland. Curtis responds that no gratitude is required because he assisted Trina. Trina tells Spencer that his present was considerate as they choose a table and seat down. She asks him to change the drab music playing at the pool since she has a request for him. Portia questions Zeke in the restaurant about Marcus' appearance and his companions. Zeke informs his sister that Jordan was with Marcus as soon as he exits the elevator and Jordan steps out. He knows Jordan, which surprises Portia. Zeke says he was telling Portia that he had seen her earlier with Marcus as Jordan approaches. Although it's nothing to worry about, Jordan explains that he was a little under the weather. After expressing her gratitude for taking care of him, Portia inquires as to their relationship. When his sister abandoned him for dinner the other night, Zeke claims he met Jordan there. After interrupting briefly to change the music, Spencer greets the group and tells them he'll see them outside. Portia is furious because of course Trina invited Spencer to the party as he departs. Party? Jordan inquires. Portia informs her that she is invited to attend the get-together that Stella has planned for Curtis' birthday. Zeke asks Jordan if she has anything to tell him while Portia excuses herself. She claims to be the police commissioner and that is how she is acquainted with Portia. Her last name is what he is more curious about. She acknowledges being Curtis' ex-wife. After putting everything together, Zeke is told by Jordan that Portia doesn't need to know about the kiss between her and Curtis because it has already happened. Zeke adds by who he was. Jordan didn't appear startled. She acknowledges that the reason she wanted to talk today was because she discovered he was Portia's brother last night when she saw him with her. She reiterates that there is no reason to tell Portia about the kiss and ruin what she and Curtis are attempting to mend because she recognizes that this is too messy to continue to become more messy than it was. She encourages him to consider it and expresses her gratitude for his gentlemanliness. She departs. Fans of Lexi Ainsworth receive a letter from Kate Monsey. Stella informs Curtis that Trina is a remarkable young woman and that he is fortunate to have met her back at the pool. After changing Trina's music, Spencer returns. When Portia approaches, he sits down at their table with Trina. Portia tells Spencer that she wasn't sure he would make it, but he arrived just in time for the cake. He explains that he had to leave Ace down to the daycare and Esme off at her new work. For a young man like him, co-parenting is a significant task, according to Portia. According to Trina, Spencer is working hard and standing up for his brother. While Portia acknowledges that it is admirable, she advises him to make the most of his youth. She warns him that if Esme is ever accused and imprisoned, he will be alone responsible for taking care of Ace. When Spencer receives a call, he excuses himself because it might include Ace. Even though her mother isn't saying it directly, Trina knows her mother disapproves when she is alone. Spencer comes back and says he has to go get Ace because the daycare provider at Esme's place of employment is sick. Trina thanks him for visiting and remarks that his gift was very thoughtful. Spencer is staying put since she adores her family. Trina murmurs, except to daycare, as he leaves. Stella informs Curtis that they need candles for his cake, but Curtis responds that those are for children, and he already has everything he needs. Not exactly, says Marshall. He is moving out because he wants Curtis to concentrate on his marriage and daughter. Curtis advises him not to do that, but Stella supports Marshall's decision. After returning to the diner, Portia confronts Zeke about Spencer. Trina thinks Spencer cares about her, but he is unable to give her the attention she requires because he is also thinking about his brother. Trina is intelligent, according to Zeke, and both she and Trina merit better. Portia expresses amazement and begs him not to place the responsibility for Curtis' behavior on their wedding night on Curtis. My issue with Curtis is how he's behaved
Drew
since
informs
then,
Carly
screams
on the
Zeke. Terrace that just one of them needs to descend for this. Since it was her error, Carly assumes that this refers to her. She is the center of her family, therefore, Drew won't allow her go to jail. He declares that he will give himself up and enter a guilty plea. She objects to that and mentions that he has a family as well. Although he is aware that Scout has Sam and Dante, if Scout leaves, Donna will go to Sunny. Carly continues, and Nana. She still won't let him do it since losing him makes her sick to her stomach. In an embrace, Cody discovers Leo perusing Joel Sartor's photo book at the Quartermain stables. He talks to Cody about how they met last year and how his father was injured and is now in the hospital. Leo acknowledges that his father is unconscious and unable to wake up. Thus, he is afraid to go. He worries that his father might not awaken since he doesn't want to see him like that. Cody reassures Leo that he won't be alone when he visits his dad, and that his mom will be pleased to have him there as she arrives and listens in the back. Leo is informed by Tracy that it is time to visit his father as she approaches. Cody offers the advice to go get cleaned up for his dad after she remarks that he smells like horses. Additionally, he reminds him to put the book away. Cody introduces himself to Tracy as Leo takes off running. Knowing who he is and finding it hard to believe her family is working with a diamond thief, she realizes Olivia is the only reason he is still here. That won't help him with her, she claims. When Brooke Lynn walks in, she orders her grandmother to leave Cody alone. According to Brooke Lynn, Cody hasn't been convicted yet since her mother prevented her father from firing him when he tried to. She adds that Leo needs consistency and likes Cody, therefore she won't allow Tracy to interfere with his routine. Once Ned is feeling better and at home, Tracy thinks they may gradually try to change Leo's schedule. After that, it's farewell, Pony Boy. She advises him to go job hunting right away. Cody is relieved that he never had a grandmother as Tracy rushes away. Brooke Lynn expresses regret for hers. Brooke Lynn is informed by Cody that Leo is really concerned for Ned. Brooke Lynn is happy that Leo has him as a confidant. Cody believes that it won't help much because it appears that he will go to prison and that his days are numbered. They would all miss him if he were gone. Brooke Lynn warns him not to speak in such a manner. He will always have a home here, she claims. Cody receives a farewell hug from Leo as Tracy and Leo arrive. As they leave for the hospital, Tracy gives Cody the evil eye and informs Brooke Lynn that they are going. Finola discusses Anna's dismissal in detail. He finds Nina preoccupied with work at Sunny's. She acknowledges how concerned she is for Ned. Sunny is confident that when he fully recovers, he will begin telling the truth to everyone. He advises them not to worry about Ned because they have a church to schedule. She claims that if they get married, she will be the luckiest person alive. He observes that she used the word if as a question. She quickly clarifies that she meant when. As Ava arrives, Sunny receives a call from Dante informing him that they are reawakening Ned. When Sunny departs, Ava questions Nina as to why he hastened, because he doesn't appear to like Ned. He's probably just worried, Nina says, and he's beginning to wonder whether Ned really did turn Carly and Drew over to the SEC. Fortunately, Ava observes she is the only one who is aware of the truth. Martin follows Nina's lead and now, regrettably, so does Ned when she adds. Nina is aware that if Sunny learns the truth, he will reject her, and that if Willow learns, there will be no hope of them ever getting together. She only wished for a brief extension of her time with Sunny. But she is running out of time. There is only one thing left to do, according to Ava, and that is to visit Sunny and tell him the truth. Nina sets her ring on the table after taking it off. She believes the time has come for her to begin letting go. Ave is asked to stay with the girls by Nina as she exits. Later, Ava calls Austin to get suggestions on where to go for the information Mason needs in Sunny's place. Ned may experience amnesia. When Gladys at the hospital receives a text from Selena, who will soon be returning to town, she scoffs. She replies through its SMS, saying that she needs more time to pay her. She is startled when Sunny suddenly approaches, and she loses her phone as a result. It is taken up by him and given to her. She apologizes and claims her why she's here. She explains that Sasha wants to end the guardianship. He believes that's a good thing, but Gladys doesn't. Sasha is not, in her opinion, prepared. Sasha and the judge, according to Sunny, will decide on that. Gladys knows Sasha respects him, so she asks him to speak with her and persuade her to extend the guardianship. He reiterates that Sasha should have his trust as well. While Gladys storms off, Nina shows up. Sunny ponders her presence. Sunny learns that Nina had to visit him. He grasps her hands and observes that her ring is missing. Zeke intends to date Jordan in an effort to frustrate Curtis. Tease for General Hospital Zeke Robinson could have believed he had struck gold when he met Jordan Ashford, Tanisha Harper, a stunning woman prepared to spend the night with him. However, from Zeke's perspective, not everything is as it seems, and Jordan won't be able to proceed with him until she lays all of her cards on the table. Their one-night stand is obviously going to have some unintended effects. Now that she has a secret, Jordan can't keep it a secret for very long. Portia Robinson's brother is named Zeke. Zeke was aware that Jordan was fixated with her ex, but he was unaware that Curtis Ashford, Donald Turner, was that ex. Is the boiling point of this catastrophic recipe approaching? Hospital in general, Michael Ashford, Zeke Robinson clear. As well, the Air Jordan's encounter with a total stranger was undoubtedly her most risky act to yet. Jordan is tempted to spend more time with Zeke, but she resists because it doesn't feel right given that he is Portia's brother, and she can't risk his finding out who she is. Although Jordan didn't regret their night together, she does wish she could take back how much she overshared about her previous marriage. Seeing him there with his sister hit her like a blow in the gut. Despite Jordan's best efforts to stay away from Zeke, they will eventually cross paths again. And it just might be in front of Curtis and Portia. Jordan will anticipate that Zeke would come clean about what she told him if she is forced to face the reality. Surprisingly, he won't. Zeke Robinson allegedly has a beef with Curtis, according to GH. Things might become tricky if Zeke told Portia what he knew from his initial encounter with Jordan. He knows the truth. Curtis was thinking about leaving Portia to be with Jordan. But rest assured that Zeke is keeping Jordan's secrets safe. Zeke won't view Jordan as a homewrecker, which is a breath of fresh air, but he won't think highly of Curtis from this point forward. He'll be shown making Curtis tense as the truth about Zeke's recently discovered relationship to Jordan comes to light. Let the games begin at the General Hospital. Zeke and Jordan's relationship is still very fresh, but it won't stop him from pushing things to the limit and testing the limits. Maybe his sister will become aware of what her husband has been up to on his own if he can use their informal relationship against Curtis to make him mad and, more significantly, make Portia notice it. Nevertheless, we hope Zeke is being cautious when distributing that much weight in a marriage that is already in disarray. Jordan might end up paying for it because she didn't actually refuse Curtis down. Thanks for watching if you liked this video. So please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.